Wednesday, April 9, 2014. This is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and this is my 1983 Mercedes 240 Diesel. So, what I'm going to be tackling, at least starting tonight, is repairing the hood spring on the passenger side here. Let's see if I can show you this. If you see this wooden rod right here, that came with the car. When the spring broke on the original owner, he just started using this wooden rod to prop the hood up. Low tech but effective. And I've had the car for a little over 2 years now. I've been debating what I should do to repair this. One option I toyed with was getting a standard metal hood prop and retrofitting it to the car. But what I really like about these Mercedes is that the once the hood spring system is intact, the hood opens nice and easy, nice fluid motion. It opens to, I want to say, about a 45-degree angle, and then when you release the secondary catches on the hinges, you can open it up to a full 90 degrees. I like it. Very early on in my ownership of the car, I figured out that the problem was actually in here. Let's see if I can shine some light on it. Maybe possibly show you what's going on. Probably hard to make out from the video, but if you see that, for lack of a better description, that semi-triangular plate back there with the divot in the top, that's actually supposed to be the plate that holds that anchors the hood spring. Right there, the bottom portion of it originally jutted out, and there was a hole, and the hood spring would hook in to that hole. And obviously this rusted and broke off. There's also a bunch of surface rust here inside. The problem is getting into this hood spring pocket to make any sort of a repair. So what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get my cutter, I'm going to make some marks, and actually slice out enough of this panel here to get access to repair that. And once I've made a repair in there, I'm going to weld this the section I cut out back into place. So I'm going to make some marks and cut this out now, and let's see what I can get done this evening. I sliced out this panel right here, and that will give me access now to repair the hood spring perch and clean all the gunk out of here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to fabricate another bracket with a hole to hold the hood spring and weld it on here. And once that's all done and cleaned up, I place this piece back in place, butt weld it, and just treat all the welds. Okay, I have this area cut and cleaned up now, and looks like I do have to strengthen the this piece up right here. It did rust out a bit, I'm not surprised. And I've made a new bracket here. I'm going to tack that in place, and the hood spring should hook into there like it did from the factory. This bracket right here is actually yet one more piece I cut out of one of those Jeep Cherokee doors. I figured it was already a bracket. It's already got this, I'm not sure exactly what the right word is, gusset maybe, to give it strength. It's really nice thick sheet metal, thicker than the 22 gauge I was using for some of the flat panel repairs. So I cut it out, smoothed it out a bit, drilled this elongated hole here to catch the spring, and I drilled a couple of holes here for tack welding this in place. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of this now, and we'll see if it works. It may be ugly, but I have this bracket firmly in place now. And I actually also welded a piece of sheet metal down here on the bottom to cover up the holes and weak sheet metal down there. So, I mean, I've put some force on this. This is really strong now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can find one of my new hood springs and see if it works in here. Okay, I have the new bracket welded in, and I have installed the new spring. Just as a recap, when I bought this car, the hood wouldn't stay up on its own like it should on this car, and that's because the bracket there broke and the hood spring on that side was AWOL. This side was still okay, so check this out. Restored to perfect factory function. So I'm actually really happy with this. As ugly as the work might be, this is actually the best bit of engineering I've ever done. And please, take note of the air quotes there. I'm not an engineer, but that's in there good and strong. And I'm very happy with this, quite pleased. So all I have to do right now, and I'm not really going to show you any video of that, is I'm going to close off the panel that I cut open there. And actually I had to grind away a little bit more, so effectively what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack weld in what I have and then fill the bit extra that I had to grind away. So anyhow, this is Mercedes Diesel Guy. That is hood spring repair on this car. Thanks for watching.